the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada, and one of the great venues, Mackey Stadium. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Utep Miners and the Nevada Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys, back to you.
Ollie, thank you. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Miners offense will have the football first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They feed him again. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
At the 43. That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Newberry. Makes the grab. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On the move. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So Nevada's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Here are the guys we expect to be impact players in this one. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Off-play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working the middle. It's complete.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
To throw, it's Berry. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Givens.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Looking to throw again. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Nevada will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Miners' offense all set and ready to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
So now it's second and long. Hand off to Jones. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utep!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. To the air, it's Berry. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Miners headed quickly to the line. And off to Jones. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Wide receiver going in motion. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. A shot toward the end zone. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nevada. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. And off to Jones. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to it. There's a crease. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Dropping back, it's Newberry. Steps away to find some room. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
The Miners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Turning it on! They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Miners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Jones. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
Here we go, ready.
Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Newberry. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Miners.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll start on the ground with Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perkins. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got him wide open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Nevada. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Berry. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Might have a chance. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now from inside the red zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? And off to Jones. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Miners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now it's Nevada out there to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's got it. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Utep offense headed out to the field to start this drive. And off to Jones.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Newberry. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You just cannot coach that type of athleticism. That was an incredible one-handed grab. You could practice that over and over and over and not come down with that one.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Second down, they'll go to the air, and they're able to get him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying to run, it's Jones. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Newberry. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Utep! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Now on 2nd down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Brown. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the Utep sideline, one of the things I'm keeping my eyes on guys. This quarterback is banged up.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utep. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Nevada sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Makes the grab. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The sure hands, it's Perkins. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Turner. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the Utep sideline, one thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jones. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Now we're going to get a momentary stoppage in play as they check on the injured Nevada player. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. And the Miners have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the jet sweep to try to get the edge here. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wall. Picks up the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miners! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's Sperry. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He makes a catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Nevada going quickly. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Fitted in the window for the score. The Wolfpack fight back.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Jones. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical.
Finding some room. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Running inside, it's Wall. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.